it's more in women.
I sincerely doubt that.
It's more in women.
I sincerely doubt that. Everybody, some people, let me not say everybody, there are some people that are just like that. I think it's a character thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Not
So
a
it's not
gender-based
gender-based,
thing.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, no feature that short man again. Na Ingrid. Like, no.
Wizkid
This is
haters.
all shades of wrong. You don't do this. This is very rude.
People learn every day. I just learned. I never knew.
Nigerians, because I think talking down on someone's craft is being toxic.
It is, but sometimes it's part of the fun.
No.
I mean, what's fun is there if you are talking about artists and Davido and Wizkid fans don't argue.
You saw the one where someone even spoke about Davido's son, his dead son.
Please, let's not go there. Babe.
Like, you don't write me
For anybody, please don't.
child, man,
See,
woman.
At some point, I used to. When someone sends me a message, I will first correct your grammatical error before I reply you.
But
But I had
may
to
not
stop
reply
because
you.
I started to see it as embarrassing to some people, and I had to tell myself, you are doing too much.
Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Talks with Intalks. My name is Louis and I'm your host for today. So with me is
Queen Prissy.
and
Millicent.
so how are you guys feeling today?
I'm good. Very well. The
And you,
morning and the
Prissy?
afternoon started well.
I'm okay.
Okay. So today we're going to be doing something different. We're going to be reacting to people's comments on there's this thread on X, right? And it's about the song that Olamide released yesterday with Wizkid. The name is Kai.
You like
So,
hi.
yeah, like the name
Nice.
is I don't know. So we've listened to this song like repeatedly and Prissy, do you like the song? How do you feel about it?
I stand Olamide now and always.
Okay.
There's no drop from Olamide that is not a hit to me.
Okay.
Olamide is my kind of artist, is my kind of man. So
Okay.
yes,
Okay.
I love the song.
Your kind of man. That's
No,
fine.
that's
we'll
not how
talk
I
about.
mean.
We're going to talk about that off camera.
That's not how I mean it, but I mean he's my kind of artist. I love his songs from the beginning till now. I still believe Olamide never misses.
You're right. So, Millicent.
On a very good day, I told Queen Prissy about Olamide's song, the one titled Green Light. That song got me. And this guy, well, Olamide never misses, so I'm not surprised.
And
Okay.
Green Lights, funny enough, is one of my favorite Olamide songs.
So for me, I'm indifferent. The song is okay. It's good. So we're going to start checking out the reactions. So this one got me. Nothing is carved in stone care. After them go say the video they sing trash. Quite good.
Please,
Sarcasm.
Davido does not sing trash, I beg.
This Twitter, this ex warriors, good. And the other one is as the video drop, all of you remember say when I get archives. Like God.
You know one thing about
Mm.
Nigerians, if something
Yeah.
happens and Davido or Wizkid doesn't come up, Nigerians are not happy.
Honestly, because I don't get it. So when I get archives, so okay, as per the video dropped and
Other people are now remembering to drop songs.
so they removed it from their archives. I said, okay, because the video has dropped, let me also drop.
It's a rival
It's
fight
fine.
for me. I think that's what
Very
fans
good.
like.
I think I'm seeing one comment here. Someone said Bado had to make it comfortable for Wizzy. Sometimes make una dey take Wizzy come out the comfort zone. Because I can imagine someone feeling like this is not a regular Davido
Wizkid.
Wizkid kind of song.
Yes.
Sorry, Olamide
Olamide's
kind of song. But
Okay.
then he had to conform because of Wizkid's kind of
Yeah,
music
yeah,
and
that's
because
true.
Wizkid was featured in the song. I don't know if I support these statements. I know I stand Davido, I stand Olamide, but I also like Wizkid songs, and I think it's not bad. I think if Wizkid is given a chance, he can actually do something different.
Yeah, he can.
Queen Prissy, why not just pick a side? Because you're
I don't
actually
want to pick a
confusing
side.
me.
I love everybody. I love Wizkid. I love Davido. I'm not picking a side. I enjoy good music,
Exactly.
Yeah.
As it should be.
but I love Davido.
Okay.
So this one is drop am now. Make with you still re-enter top one chat back after una stop for a few hours. Yeah, music.
Hmm. Ah.
This is someone's hard work. This give them a break. Someone's hard work. It's okay.
But how do artists take in those, backlashes and sarcasm online?
I'm
How
not
they do
an
with it?
artist, so I don't know. But I feel like they should always. Sometimes you take out what you want, you filter, take the
And ignore
ones,
the rest.
yeah, and then ignore
Hmm.
the rest, because there's still something called healthy criticism where people actually criticize you for something, and
For you to be better?
yes.
Okay.
Then, but I think the one most Nigerians do is very toxic, because you cannot just wake up and start talking down on someone's hard work. Do you know what is like? I think I have a friend who is a producer, and before then, I didn't know what music making,
Oh.
involved, until I visited his studio and I saw when he was writing,
Hmm.
recording, and the other things they do on the computer, the mixing and mastering. And I was like, wow, it takes
A
a
lot
lot
of
of work.
It does.
Because he'll do this, is like, listen, do you think this is okay? I'm like, no, I think you should twist it this way. And I'm not even a music maker. And he was like, okay, I feel we should do it this way. It took us hours. And even after the hours, it's like, no, I'm not even sure I like this song. I'm going to work on it tomorrow. So since then, I'm like, always give people credit for at least
The efforts.
the effort, because it
It's a
is not
lot.
actually easy to even sing, to even write songs. So someone is okay, it's fine.
Why some people are finding it difficult to speak into a mic.
Like, do you get?
The stage fright, right?
I'm seeing a comment. Nigerians are my
They're not
goodness.
good
Nigerians
people.
are they are too wicked. I think that's what I'll say to this comment, because what do they mean saying this to my Davido? Because this is like straight bullet to Davido. Someone said so somebody will listen to this song finish and still open their big mouth to say he prefers Sweet Fanta Diallo.
the rival thing again.
Please,
And it's just
yes,
sitting on the
I still
fans.
prefer I prefer Sweet Fanta Diallo. Yes,
okay.
it's more of my kind of song than this. So, but I still like this. Not that I don't like it, but of course I'll choose a Davido song anytime, any day. So
Please, what is this Orishi Rishi voice? What's that?
I think I can relate, because the first time I played this song, when I came on X this early morning and I saw the post, immediately I played the song. I was trying to decipher if it was Olamide singing at first.
Okay.
Because sometimes it sounds different in some songs. So I
True,
believe that's what
true.
the person means. Bado ni Orishi Rishi voice, meaning he has different voices. And sometimes it comes out that way, yeah.
Okay.
This is the one that's
Interesting.
offering me. Now Wizkid go spoil this song. Bado go no feature that short man again. Now Ingrid, like, no,
Whiskey
this is all
haters.
shades of wrong. You don't do this. This is very rude.
Oh
The
my
fans make
goodness.
it happen.
As how? No, Nigerians
Oh.
need to actually do better, because I go on comment sections. I'm like, no, I don't even know if I would be able to take it if I was an artist and then I release.
I'm sure these are artists will have to be ignoring a lot of things, because
Hmm.
I
in
think
fact,
they're
for
not
the-
even
for the
supposed to
sake
go to
of their
comment
mental health.
Exactly.
not
That
even
is
go
why
and
I
open
asked the
comments at
initial
all.
question about
They
how they
shouldn't
deal
even
with online
try,
criticism.
because if you're not strong enough, this social media is not for the weak, yo.
Do you know
Eventually.
Chioma Goodhair made a statement concerning this, with Nigeria being so lazy at appreciating the artists?
Except when it comes to Wizkid and Davido fans, because they are always more active than any other thing.
Okay.
And then this one is sorry, but we're not streaming mid, especially because Wizkid is on it. So I need to talk about this. People who know me know that I'm not even really a fan of Nigerian music, right? Yeah, like they have nice songs, but it's not really what I love listening to. But you cannot be saying we're not streaming mid, because
That's a strong
because
one.
So
Wizkid
they are
is
saying Wizkid is a global
Wizkid
artist
is
now. What are you
not.
saying?
Oh my god.
That is
Though you don't
Wizkid
expect
has
everybody,
talent.
you don't expect everybody to think the same way. Everyone
True.
has their tastes. Everyone has their type. So someone like you say, one man's meat is another man's poison. The way people love Wizkid's kind of music, there are some people that hate Wizkid's kind of music.
That's wild.
And
You
the
know
way
why I would
people
say
don't
that?
like Davido, some people feel like he's too loud and he's everywhere. And I feel like that's Davido. He's loud and he's everywhere.
Take the
And that's why
craft
a lot of people love him.
away from the artist. Leave the fact that you do not like this person. Wizkid has given us hits,
True.
good
global
ones.
hits,
Yeah,
Good
that's
ones.
very
back
true.
to back. Davido has given us global hits back to back.
Even Olamide.
Olamide
Bado
has been a king
always gives us hits back to
back
back.
to back. You get.
Like I said, he never misses.
So even if you do not like this person, appreciate the
The
craft.
music.
That's why God did not give so many people talent. Because what is this? If you do not appreciate other people's talents, people will not also appreciate. You will not even
True.
make it.
True.
Because it's an energy, so he hits back, right?
Exactly.
And do you know that this Davido's new album is kind of subtle? It's not his regular style. Did you notice?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
some of these songs.
Yes, like it's more like he's evolving in his music sound and style.
Yeah. So this one say Wheezy, almost see how my idolo enter with sweet voice. Yeah, Wizkid's voice is melodious. It's
Idolo.
actually
This
really,
was mean
really
of
nice.
Idolo.
This was me. Of
Who
I
knows
feel like
that?
idol or something.
Okay.
Oh,
That's what I feel. And
this one got me. Ah, Baba, no. If this na the song on I won't drop, then I'm sorry.
like
Oh, please, I beg, it's okay. I'm beginning to feel bad on their behalf. But please, my
Wow.
opinion is still Davido never misses. Wizkid is a global artist. And that's
Davido
on
is
period.
also all of them.
They
You
are
see
good
the
at
thing
the
is,
crafts. Let's be
when
honest
you
with that.
if you know what good music is, you listen to this. Okay, just imagine you're listening to one. I think people say variety is the spice of life, right?
Yes.
Imagine you're listening to only Davido, or you're listening to just Wizkid, or you're listening to only what's his name? Only Olamide.
Olamide.
It's not going to make any
To
sense.
be boring.
That's why
To be
there's
boring,
this.
exactly.
So
But sometimes
appreciate
even
this.
with your playlist, sometimes you just get bored and you want to go outside your playlist and see what's happening.
Exactly.
True. I get that.
So I don't
a
get
lot
it.
of time.
But then again, Nigerians and
Basbos.
pastors and talking down on people they cannot talk to in real life. It's crazy.
Doesn't mean that Nigerians are toxic.
They are.
Nigerians are toxic.
I
please.
am a
Really?
Nigerian through and through, and I'll tell you that
Okay.
Nigerians are very toxic.
Are you toxic?
Like they said, people learn every day. I just learned. I never knew.
Nigerians,
Oh.
because I think talking down on someone's craft is being toxic.
It is, but sometimes it's part of the fun.
No.
I mean, what's fun is there if you're talking about artists and Davido and Wizkid fans don't argue.
You saw the one where someone even spoke about Davido's son, his dead son. That
Please,
is
let's not go
Oh.
there. I beg.
being very insensitive.
But I just saw one. I think let's take this as the last comment before
Okay.
we go into what we are actually discussing today. I just saw a comment that says everything where Egbon Olamide sing for this song now oppression. I just the reason my life. Egbe ele iwole Kasami gon law
What does that mean?
came in a Porsche, left in a Lambo. Rain
Oh.
beat me this night. Olamide raise and with a drop.
That's wild. That's wild. But I'm sure that's not what he
That's
meant.
really oppressive.
So we're also going to be talking about another very interesting thread we found on X. The comments be sending me, and we're excited to talk about all these comments and react to them. What's something a woman does that makes her instantly unattractive to you? So
That's a very interesting one.
this one says when a when a woman wants to desperately act like men, acting strong is a no-no.
Acting strong. What does the person? I don't think that person understands what he or she means.
Do you get?
I think it's more on the masculinity. I think so. A lady that ought to be feminine, or at times you need to portray your masculine abilities, but when that is predominant, I think so.
But what if you can't help it? Like
Do you get?
You should put a balance because it's a
like
skill.
for real, what if you can't help it? Like if you are used to doing things, sorting out things on your own. It's not every lady that has a man to
Exactly.
do man jobs for them.
That's true.
So
but then
if
again,
you are used to doing sorting out your things yourself, like I know a lady, or let me say a woman, that can do everything by herself from electrical work to plumbing. She tries, even the ones she doesn't know how to do, she tries to because she doesn't have anybody to do it for her. She's alone, she has never dated anyone. And she's just used to sorting out herself.
Right.
So when a man meets that kind of woman,
You think she's,
you can try to help, not feel intimidated by the fact that she can help herself. If that's what that person means. So I don't know.
that's true.
But I feel like that's what the
true.
person means. Because most people
That's
don't
true.
like when someone is like very, very, Okay. But then that is by the way. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think about that? So, this one is simple. Acting like a damn victim all the time, constantly whining and blaming others for her shit. Instant turn off. If she can't take accountability, she's useless. Stop seeking drama and start owning your shit. Mm.
I agree so much to that, anyways.
But I think it's a two-way thing. If
Exactly. I was about to
it's
say
not
that.
just about a woman. If
There are
also,
men that are worse at
Yeah.
this. So
But looking
I
at the
think it should be a
statistics,
generally unattractive thing because nobody
Exactly.
likes that.
nobody likes that. No sane person likes that.
okay.
It's a total turn off.
It's more in women. It's more
I
in
sincerely
women.
doubt that.
It's more in women.
I sincerely doubt that. Everybody, some people, let me not say everybody, there are some people that are just like that. I think it's a character thing.
Yeah,
not
exactly. So
a
it's not
gender-based
gender-based.
thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's adulthood. It's all about unlearning to learn.
On learning to learn. How
Yes,
do you
you like growing up. You have some traits. Then you find yourself in some environment or a kind of environment when you're self-aware and you know that this thing you're doing, like you're brutally honest to yourself. You have to unlearn certain things that are not in line.
You're right.
Yeah,
You
that's what I'm
get,
saying.
Okay. So this one says when they breathe. I think that one does not just like women or maybe
The way you don't like men.
Ah.
The way you
I like men,
supposed to
don't-
avoid men.
See,
I think that's the same shoe this person is doing.
people
Because
with
what
such
do you mean by
comments
them
don't
actually
believe
like
them.
men?
What do you mean by when they breathe? Meaning you don't just like the
the
existence, of
existence
women.
exactly like shh.
That's
I
a
don't want to
lot.
see you.
And this same person will fall like a mango tree.
Hmm.
I don't know what you're talking
Then
about.
you hear the wedding bell ring.
This one
Okay.
says leg walk. Leg walk is a total turn off for me. Like
And I can see a video.
This one's that. Is
of
it
the
a
leg
style,
walk in
a dance
question.
style or
Yeah,
something?
yeah, it
Okay.
is.
Okay.
I'm seeing a
you know,
comment
the
here that
Ikorodu
says
body style. I don't like
the
it.
particular leg walk the person posted is actually supposed to be is unattractive to me as a female.
Oh,
Money,
can
money, guy.
imagine
Did you get
how it would be to a man.
giving? Oh, I don't like that.
Someone says when she orders for beer.
When you're not a vigilante,
That's why I prefer as a lady you're in a public space.
But I don't think
Transfer
that
the
should
beer
be.
into a glass or
no,
The person doesn't care clearly. The person says just placing the order for beer in the first place. But I don't think that should be categorized because
Exactly, beer
Because
is a drink.
everybody drinks beer.
Exactly,
Even outside Nigeria, haven't you seen adverts? I've seen an advert
women
where
drink beer. There's
I've
nothing
seen
like
I think was it Heineken? There's a beer
Mostly
advert in
Heineken.
Nigeria.
Yes,
Mostly
I don't
Heineken.
yes, and it was a popular actor that was the actor in the advert. And
Okay.
in that advert, he poured a glass of beer for the woman sitting with him, and she
Okay.
drank it. They drank it together. And we've seen adverts even outside Nigeria where women are drinking beer.
I don't even get the whole women should not drink beer thing.
Eh.
Like, why should women not drink beer?
I think that'll be a topic for another.
For me personally, I don't even like it when men sit down and I'm seeing 100 bottles of beer on the
Yeah,
table.
right.
Like
It's a turn off.
Like, why are you drinking?
I
When
think
you're
some
not
people feel
Nigerian
like some
breweries.
people say it's beer I'm drinking is not kai kai. It's
Who
the
told
same
you?
thing. Alcohol is
Mhm.
alcohol. It's still the
Alcohol
same
is
level
alcohol.
of highness.
Exactly.
Because why are you drinking so many bottles of beer? You are going to get high and uncontrollably high. Especially alcohol highness is annoying.
It's
You
It's
get-
uncontrollable most of the time, and it has the after effects are annoying. There are sometimes when you are high on alcohol. I know that there are some of us that this has happened to. You are begging and praying to God, please let me just
Please,
get
I would
myself.
never. I remember one
And the
time
next time you are going
my
back
friend-
to drinking alcohol.
she came from Uganda, and then there's this drink, Ugandan Waraji. It's really small. I did not even check the percentage of alcohol. So after drinking that, I took wine.
That's a mixture.
I did.
It
I
doesn't
found.
go
I
well.
knew. I know very well that I slept on the bed, but
you
I
don't know
woke
how
up
you
on the
got
floor.
there.
We did not even lock the door, and we slept off. And I told God, please, I will never.
Never.
The
So-
hangover is another thing.
Do you get? It
And
makes you
why-
useless.
why
the
is it
whole
that- why
day.
is it that
So
when-
it is not? It's not supposed
It's
to be
very
gender
uncomfortable.
specific.
Why is that when people get to that point, they always make that prayer?
Because I don't want to die.
Because that's exactly the effects are so bad.
like
so
you don't even know how you're feeling. You're just feeling upside
Intoxicating,
down.
right?
That's the word. You're feeling upside down.
Upside
Do you
down,
know,
like-
much younger, I was thinking, I had this thought rather that when I see men with lots of bottle on their table, they are going through hard stuff, testing time,
Most-
trying time.
Yeah.
But right
Yeah.
now,
I know,
Ah,
right?
is
But
that
people just drink for fun.
exactly?
Yeah, just
But you're
to vibe,
drinking
just
beer
to
for
have
fun. Like many bottles. It doesn't sit well
You
with
rather
me,
sit with
right?
one bottle of whiskey and
Hmm.
since you know you want to kill yourself with alcohol.
I know,
Preference.
right? This one I say woman that talks too much is unattractive to me.
Oh, they talk too much.
True.
What does
I
this
agree.
person mean? Talk too much. This thing is
Anybody that
ambiguous.
talks too much
It's
Talks
unattractive.
is
too much.
unattractive.
It's
Because why are you
ambiguous.
talking too much?
When you say talking too much, what
are you-
exactly? Talking too much as a talkative, like you say too many things at the
There's
same
some
time,
people that just
or
yeah,
you just
they don't know
expose
when to
things people
stop.
tell you.
Exactly. You're seeing that somebody's not being receptive to you.
You should
You're telling me, you're
you
talking
should be
to
able
me
to read
and-
the room. Yeah.
Exactly, and I'm not actually in the mood to, and you keep rambling. Like, what are you talking?
Even if you're trying to pass an important information at that point, it's the fact is like my mom says, going into this ear and
I'm
coming
coming out, like
See
you're talking
how
to
that
the
one.
wind.
And I'm not
Okay.
interested in listening. So that information you're passing across that time is literally noise.
Exactly.
Okay, and that's different from nagging, right?
No,
Is it
nagging
different?
is
No,
nagging is a
is
different
different
thing. Nagging
Okay.
is complaining constantly.
Exactly.
I think that's what
There are
nagging
people that
means.
just talk too much. Okay, something that you're supposed to just say a simple word or
Being
you
a simple
say it in
concise,
10 different
yes.
sentences.
like you go here. It's
Being
annoying.
concise.
So
And do you know, sorry to cut that. Do you know that being concise actually aids for better communication and it's really effective in communication skill?
Yes, it is.
Because now it will lead to more conversation,
yeah,
but you're being articulate at the same time.
yes.
Okay.
so this one says don't disrespect your man.
No matter what. With
Uh-uh.
the full stop.
Uh-uh.
No disrespect
No
is
matter what.
that's one thing because I've
What
come
if the
to
man is taking you
understand.
astray?
Disrespect is you can say no without being disrespectful.
Exactly.
You can
Okay.
stand your ground without being disrespectful.
That's
And at
Yes.
the same time, if the person is pushing you to, you can walk away. I always preach walk away a lot of times because there are so many times that I'm supposed to have given somebody a very hot slap, a very outstanding slap. But when I think of my steez, I just walk away.
I know, right? Reduces it. Like, takes it
Exactly.
back.
Okay.
So
So,
that's the same way I view disrespect. And it's believed that what men feed on is
Mhm.
respect. So sometimes if it's your man in question,
Mm.
I think it's better you
Just walk
just
away.
walk away.
And
In the situation where you don't have a choice, maybe your next reaction is going to be disrespectful. Just walk away.
And that
But
walking
it's
That's
away,
what I suggest.
that walking away, some
No,
persons might see it as a disrespect
we're
on
not
it.
protecting
on-
the man this time around.
Okay,
What we are
you
saying
better
is for your own sake. You know, you can, like they say, you can force a horse to the river, but you can't force it to drink water.
Exactly.
If somebody is constantly disrespecting you,
You leave.
you should respect yourself by leaving the person.
Exactly. Don't stay with someone that disrespects you.
Exactly. So what excuse will you give to disrespect the person back? Just go.
Mm.
So this one says, I know there's nothing wrong with nose piercing. It just doesn't sit well with me.
I think that's a personal
Mm.
opinion.
Yeah, right.
And
Personal.
I love
I
the
think,
fact that
yeah.
he's so honest with himself.
At least he knows
Yes.
that there's nothing wrong with this, but he just doesn't like it.
See this. Do me a favor. One of the comments. Do me a
Oh.
favor.
Leeches. I don't have anything to
But
talk
what
about
if
that.
the favor is not actually financial? You guys should
Like
be
you
calming
get
down
most times,
sometimes.
but as a typical, Nigerian, you know,
once
the
you hear
favor
do me a favor,
is financial favor.
but it's not always.
It's crazy.
Like I called one of my male friends recently and I was like, please, I need you to do me a favor. I'm sure he must have been thinking I was about to ask him.
But that's why you go on and say, no be money. Oh.
But then
I was
again,
on the call.
then
It
again,
was
why
on
is
the
it
call.
situated
Okay.
around
So
that?
exactly.
Why? Is it like why? I want
It's
to
our
know
mindset.
why.
Because-
Mindset?
Our
or
mindset has
there
been
is no money in
fashioned
the
to think
country.
that once someone is about to ask you for
Yeah.
a favor, it's money.
That's why we don't want
Oh.
to delve too much
Mm.
into that. This one say many girls are complaining about when the girl bills them. See, but if you love your woman, you don't have to wait for her to bill you before you give her money.
Bill you, right? Is that what it said?
But
I
this
think
whole
that
billing-
word billing is
Billing.
Yes, it's offensive to me, like billing. I don't get it. I feel like in a relationship,
it's vice versa.
yes, vice versa. Like
True.
you give, I give. It's not supposed to be a
Once it's not
whole
even
billing
a you give I give thing. It's supposed to be when you love someone
you give,
or when you let me not even use love. When you like someone, even in friendships.
like when you gifted me that necklace. I love it.
You're welcome. So it's not even just about relationship. Normal. I think maybe people are different. Everybody has like their love language. Some people's love language might not be giving, so they
True.
might not understand the
Like
concept
mine is
of
act
giving.
of service. He do that, so I'm
But
over
even
the
though I
moon.
think it should just flow naturally. You should just want to
Exactly.
do things for the person you like, not even love in this context, because it happens even with friends. It happens with family.
But
Mhm.
then,
Yeah.
you know when they say billing, you understand it as a Nigerian girl.
Yes, that is
Most
finance.
people are parasitic when it comes to relationships.
Sure.
They are billing like I don't know how to
They are entering into a relationship because of what they have to gain,
exactly.
or
the
because of how
survivor
much they
mode.
can get from this person.
Exactly. Which is not
Yeah,
supposed to
true.
be.
Okay.
Okay. So say finally when she starts answering calls at night.
I
Hmm.
don't understand.
Yes.
You know, like it's a turn off for most
1
people because they
a.m.
feel like
3 a.m.
you're talking to
Another guy.
another guy.
At night, the person will not say late night.
Yeah,
Because
but you
if
know,
if I have a call, maybe I'm having a discussion with my friend by like 9 p.m. when I'm back from work.
you know what you're saying and what he's saying is not-
I know what I'm saying. I don't know what he's saying.
But then let's leave that because we don't know what he's saying, right?
Exactly.
Let's say not knowing how to differentiate between I am and I am. And that is a total turn. Like you don't write me
For anybody, please don't.
child, man,
See,
woman.
At some point, I used to. When someone sends me a message, I will first correct your grammatical error
No,
before
I
I
would
reply
not.
you.
But
But I had
may
to
not
stop
even reply
because
you.
I started to see it as embarrassing to some people, and I had to tell myself, "You are doing too much. Calm down." Because it was reflex at some
You're right,
point. It was
it's
reflex
annoying.
because I can't tolerate like I'll just be moved to tell you. I'll tell you in the most polite way possible. But I won't be able to just ignore it because you are sending it to me. If it's your discussion with someone else, I might not involve myself.
Okay.
But when you are sending it to me, I won't be able to help myself. I'll just feel pushed to like say, "Oh, you should have used this instead of."
You have time, I will not. But one thing is, I will not be interested in having a conversation with you, like by writing.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do voice notes because
You don't
Indeed,
want
it's
to keep
actually a
saying it.
turn off.
yeah, because you know people say things like, it's because you went to the university. I'm like, no.
I think maybe we should discuss this someday on this podcast. We should
Right.
talk about these like commonly misspelled words or commonly misused words.
And mispronounced
mispronounced.
and misused. Like it gets me mad.
Mm.
But then we understand your pain, whether it's a woman or it's a man, it's a total turn off.
Then again, they will say it's in Nigerian English.
Okay,
It's
I'm
okay.
seeing one.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah.
okay, I'm seeing one, and it's giving me you'll be, or let me say, I'll be unattracted to the person if I knew who was saying this. This person said posting multiple times a day on different social media platforms and it's not work or business related. Get a life, bitch, and go do
No.
something productive with yourself.
I think this
Excuse you?
personal.
I have
this
a life.
It's
personal.
my life. If I
He's
decide to put
directing
it
it
out
to
there,
someone.
it's your
This
business.
personal.
Even if it's
It's
personal, it's
giving
not
that
supposed to be his
feel.
business.
You
It's
know,
her life.
most Nigerians feel like if you don't post, it means you're mature. And then I have persons on my list that their IQ levels are on 2%. Because
Minus
they don't
2%.
that's
a
like
lot.
they don't post. They
That's
don't
a
actually post. But then they're having a conversation with you and you're like, I should not even be having your contact in the first place. Because what do you mean I should not be posting? I am someone that likes to multitask. I've had times when I'm in a very serious meeting and
And I'm posting. I'm
memes
telling you.
and because what you
There's some
see on
people
my
that just
social
derive
media
pleasure in it.
exactly
You just
is not who
enjoy
I
doing
am.
it. And you're still doing
That
what
does
you
not
have
make
to do.
Just be you. Be you. Your
But
kind
then-
of person will find you. That's just it.
This person is not serious, in my opinion. He's not. This one eating more than 2 slices of bread. So I'm going to take this very personal. I will take it personal. So I should.
So God should kill you.
Hold me. I literally ate 4 slices of bread today, so then
I will eat
I'm
more.
unattractive.
I will eat more. I can't do 2 slices of bread. Sorry if you won't find me attractive. That's okay. I just want to say when she starts eating with her hands, sorry, I'm Nigerian. I am African. Where I come from, we eat guy. We don't use cutlery to eat. Omo,
You know,
it's okay.
That's just even like missing up
One
with
person here
culture.
said, shouting at me like I'm your mate, even if I am.
I get that.
This person
We
here
understand that. We understand. Sorry about that. We
hates
understand.
disrespect so
Taking
much.
off her wigs when she's not attractive is
Read that
So
again.
she
I
cannot
didn't
be
hear
comfortable
you.
in the
What'd you say?
Taking off her wigs when she's
She
not
wear
attractive.
wigs to
No,
sleep.
let's be realistic. Even as a girl,
Okay.
if you have someone that is not attractive take off her wig, you get peace. You know that sometimes you're like
That's
you're
one.
just not happy.
But it depends now.
Okay, when you say
Like if she's in her
depends.
comfort zone and she was already on the
Mm.
wig and she takes it
And
off and you
she's
see
not
it.
You know, but
attractive.
Okay,
see,
that's
see,
it doesn't
it
matter
is very
now.
necessary.
Yes, we know
to
it does,
be
but we're
honest with
talking about, like,
yourself.
Beauty
Humans
lies in
like
the eyes of
beauty.
the beholder.
in the
Mm.
hands of the makeup artist.
In the eyes of the beholder. What if she's
In
not
the
on makeup?
hands of the makeup artist.
What if she's not on makeup?
Because you know these things enhance their beauty, and now you're taking it off. They're seeing the true beauty.
No, there are people that are actually very beautiful.
The inner
Like,
beauty.
even without even without makeup, there are persons that are very beautiful. Even without wearing wigs, there are
Yes.
people that are
True.
very beautiful.
True.
I think
Sure.
what
I get
happens
what
is
he's talking about.
I think what happens is it's better you see, let's say someone is not attractive without wigs. It's better
Mhm.
you are seeing the person
Without the
first
wigs.
up front
Yes.
without the wig.
Yeah.
Than when you've already seen the person with the wig.
Exactly.
Then the person takes it off in your
You're
presence
like-
and you're like,
No.
What the hell?
because it makes it like it's dropping the
Mhm.
battery percentage from 100 to
The one
50.
I have here,
one says-
I have something here to read
Sorry.
out.
Okay, yeah. See.
It's a very long one. Well, for me, it's a woman who dismisses feelings and who isn't self-aware and doesn't regulate her emotions, don't know how to communicate intelligently, that doesn't respect one's differences, that is judgmental, that is timid, that is disrespectful, and
Oh,
lastly,
Person
doesn't
has been
respect
through
her
a lot,
body.
That is a lot. I am already turned off from listening to that. That is like a whole lot. Yeah. Your feelings are
this
valid.
person has clearly been through a lot.
Yeah.
Through a lot.
In the
Sorry
hands
about
of a
that.
Through a
woman.
lot.
We apologize on behalf
Yes,
of
we
women.
do.
please.
We do. Womanhood, sisterhood is not proud of this
But the
one.
part of regulating feelings, it's very vital.
But that is not very easy.
I know.
There are persons
I
that
know.
are very emotional. Like
And it's
very,
not
very-
gender based too.
Exactly.
Yes, it's not.
That's true. This one is Belgian.
Okay. Loud or slow?
Anyone is
Okay, maybe belching in his presence.
exactly.
Like he doesn't
There are
burp.
people that
Because
are
somebody
very
that doesn't
uncut.
belch.
Yes,
Yeah,
no, we're talking
yeah.
about. Do you know? You got okay. I think I went on a date one time with someone and he was eating and his mouth was making sounds like
Okay.
I was traumatized.
Okay.
Even
Okay.
Amen. So
I'll,
you get?
I'll feel disgusted to be around.
Do you
honestly.
get? So there are people that
I won't
actually
even
just
be able to
belch
keep
anyhow.
quiet.
But then again,
Honestly,
what
I'll
is
be
the
able to keep
proper way
quiet.
to bob?
Yes,
can
but not in
excuse
front
yourself.
of somebody.
And like I asked,
You
what
can
is the proper
excuse
way?
yourself.
You
Okay.
excuse
You
now.
go to the restroom to the convenience and do it, then come back.
Of course.
Wonderful.
If I do it in your presence, will you feel comfortable?
But can you do it inwards
No,
You can't belch inwards. You are releasing gas
from
from
the
your
gut?
yes.
Mhm.
So you can't do it inwards.
I really need to know the volume more.
Or you
know,
can
because
turn
this thing-
away from where the person is and like maybe cover your mouth.
and do it.
But sometimes if it's loud, it's
It's
That's the
disgusting.
problem. It's
that's why it's better to excuse yourself.
Is it comparing me with her ex? If he was so good to her as she talked, why did she
Why she
leave him?
leave him?
Mhm. Good question.
But you know, people say you don't know what you have
until
until you
lose
lose
But
it.
then that's not basis for comparison.
No,
Don't
yeah,
compare
exactly. You're not
anybody.
supposed to compare exactly. So most times
it's a turn
it could
off.
just
For me
be-
personally, it is a turn
It doesn't
off.
make
Yeah.
any sense.
It is a turn
Even
off.
It's very
psychologically,
understandable.
they tell you not to compare even twins
Mhm.
because
True.
no two individuals are alike,
True.
right? So sorry about that. Sorry about that.
I'm so sorry.
Just want to say everybody they talk their own, but y'all still get married at the registry every day.
Ooh.
They say find your Mr. Wrong and pull him to the right.
Exactly. Pull him to the right. But then again, we remember that we're not perfect beings.
Exactly.
There's some persons that have like everyone has bad, you know.
So choose your poison. Eventually,
Exactly.
choose
Choose
what
your
find what
poison.
you can tolerate and learn
And
to
deal
live
with it.
And then you could
okay.
also help the person unlearn, relearn.
Yes,
Some
that's
people
what
at some,
adulthood is
at
all
some
about.
particular ages cannot. Their brains are stuck with one particular. No matter how you try, they cannot unlearn.
So
Are you sure it's not coming from a place like maybe it's from something, a trauma or something?
That's what I'm
Okay.
saying. There are some situations and some ages some people get to. They are past the age of learning. They don't think. They don't even
like
think.
an 80-year-old woman. You're telling her to be closing
To
her mouth
start-
with herself.
How do you want to start?
It's not possible.
That's really
Habits.
difficult.
Habits become habits. Turn to become characters.
Mhm.
Habits become a way of life for some people.
Okay.
So for some, I'm not saying for all, for some it's very hard to
Yeah, I
make
get
them
it.
unlearn some kind of things. Someone said,
That's tough.
"Hey, I'm seeing someone says heavy makeup." Sometimes I've not been able to get
Okay.
the definition of
Of
heavy
heavy
This
makeup.
heavy, yes. What is heavy
What's
makeup to
and
you?
what men sometimes what men refer to as heavy makeup is what we are putting on now,
Yes, like
and
proper
we are
makeup.
calling it light makeup.
Light makeup, because
So there's a
I love how light your makeup is.
misconception
Yeah,
there, right?
exactly.
They need to be schooled, in my opinion. Schooled, like do your
Some men just
findings.
like your natural look with your lip gloss, maybe lip
Okay.
line.
Yeah, you go for a woman that likes
Likes
to do
That's
that.
why
that.
I
Exactly.
keep
You
saying,
should not
do
see me
yourself,
that
you
like
you find your person.
wearing makeup.
That's just
And then
it.
you're trying to make me stop wearing
No,
makeup.
please don't do that.
Some men even conclude you're on heavy makeup once you're on lashes.
Do you know they even go down to the way you dress, the kind of
Yeah.
shoes you wear.
So that's why I always tell people, go for what you like. If you like someone that doesn't like to wear makeup, just don't complain. Go and meet her. There are 1,001 persons,
True.
women that don't like to wear makeup.
True.
So
You have a valid
At
point.
most, the
So
person will
much
tell
point
you
on
no.
what you're saying.
That's all.
exactly, and they
Then
will
you
always
move on.
okay.
And you know that now, if you should honestly see to that, what you just said, a lot of relationship issues won't be present.
Exactly.
Exactly. Okay, so guys, I enjoyed this session.
I did too.
Mm-hmm.
I did.
Did you enjoy
I
it?
think
Yeah.
today we're not talking
It's
about
interesting.
men being bad people. So yes.
Okay.
Today
We
women
are
are the
gender
bad
equal
people.
here.
Mm. Men are still bad people.
Okay.
Men are still bad people.
We are gender equal, so don't just mind.
Okay, so guys, thank you for listening to us today, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel. We
Mhm.
have on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. We're
Instagram.
on Instagram as well.
And
We're also on TikTok, and we're going to be adding the handles so that you can follow us. You can also interact with us.
Ask your questions.
Exactly.
We'll give you answers.
And please make sure that you tell us other things that you don't like. You know, if you see a woman does stuff like that and you don't like, we'd like to read all these things so that we can talk about it next time.
And if you have a topic you want us to discuss, you can
Exactly.
also drop it in the comment section.
Yes,
We're
we'll be
waiting.
reading. And you can also tell us if we looked beautiful. You can also tell us in the comment section, right? See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Ciao.